You ready, sweetie?
Are you?
No. All right, let's go. 3, 2.
Stop counting.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Freddie the Great and the Lovely,
Momo.
and we are back with another video. Thank you so much for checking out our channel. If you like what you see here, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe, and turn on those bell notifications so that you can be notified for all of our future videos. Now, without further ado, we'll begin our video starting
Now. Now.
There we go. What we're going to be talking about today in another of our Let's Talk About It video segments is AITA stands for Am I the Asshole? So it's a Reddit sub post. It's a Reddit sub post. Okay, I'm gonna do all this all over again.
Get your shit together. Get it all together and put it in a backpack. All your shit, so it's together.
Ladies and gentlemen, so today we are going to be talking about a Reddit sub post from the r/mi the asshole. I thought it was really interesting because I saw the headline for it, and I thought that it would be good for my girlfriend and I to discuss, partially because of her culture and where she kind of comes from. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so it says, am I the asshole for telling my sister-in-law that she shouldn't adopt an Asian baby if she wasn't prepared to learn about its culture? Okay, continues. I am Chinese American and my husband is white. My sister-in-law, her husband have been trying to adopt for a while now, and were recently told they have been approved to adopt from a Southeast Asian country. And she says she's being deliberately vague for privacy. They were really excited and were telling us all about it. I asked if they were going to try to connect with the local community of people from that country, and they seemed confused and said they weren't planning on it. Then I asked if they were going to try to learn the language. No. Learn about the culture. No. Or try to teach the kid anything about their birth country. Maybe? My sister-in-law kind of laughed and said we are going to raise the baby just like we would any other baby. I told her she shouldn't adopt an Asian baby if she wasn't prepared to learn about its culture. She got distant and then they left. My husband told me I was being an asshole? Oh, I was being an asshole. And I feel strongly about it. I can be there for the kid, but I feel like that kid deserves to know about their birth culture. Also, I'm not from that country, so that's like saying a German person can help an Italian person learn about their heritage. What are your initial thoughts about the post?
I think this lady didn't do anything wrong.
You think she didn't do anything wrong? Before getting out of America, I would have actually agreed with the sister-in-law, but after leaving America and going to different places, yeah. And we'll go into that more later. Some of the comments read, as a therapist who specializes in adopted children, I can't emphasize enough how important it becomes for children of color being raised by white parents to be connected to their culture of origin. Yes, I absolutely agree there. One of my best friends had this happen. They've said they feel disconnected from their community they grew up in because they aren't white. They're also disconnected from the community of people who share their heritage because they were never taught anything about the culture. It makes me so sad how many people in these comments don't understand this.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, I will stop there for reading the comments, but I wholeheartedly agree. And that's why, I had that change of heart. Initially, I didn't think too much of people of different countries coming to America and only learning about American culture. I thought that was actually kind of, necessary. Since you want to be in America, you need to learn the culture. But then as I got older and I traveled more and I experienced different cultures, kind of opened my mind up to the importance of knowing about those cultures and knowing about that connection to your history, your heritage, especially in China, where culture is very, very important. History
Yes.
and heritage is important. So can you go ahead and give us your thoughts?
I just think of Eileen Gu. You know her?
Who's that?
The skateboarding Olympic winner.
Oh, okay. So she's the girl who's like Chinese and white, right?
Yeah,
But her mom was
Is
Chinese
Chinese.
and she raised her
in
in America, but she raised her like Chinese.
yeah she
basically the
always
Chinese
she
culture.
always travels between America and China. So even though she learned about the language, she can speak perfect Chinese. She still had the confusion of her own identity when she was growing up. I watched her interview and she was talking about that. So imagine the sister-in-law raised her adopted kid this way. The kid will grow up just like that, even more confused because his or her color cannot change. But people around him or her would say, "Oh, you're just white like us." But obviously, the kid isn't.
Yeah.
So the kid will be confused and will have so many questions in the future, and the parents cannot answer, and they don't bother to learn.
Exactly. They won't be able to answer because they won't know. Exactly. It is very important that the kid has some connection to their past and their parents know about that connection, so that once they get old enough, they're able to distinguish, like, okay, so I'm brown, my mother and father are white, the people around us are white. Where do I really belong? When you're raised kind of thinking that this group is your group, and then you get older and you kind of experience that, well, maybe this group really isn't my group, and you try to go to a group, you want to go to a group that's more kind of in a similar alignment, but you can't because you don't know anything about that group. You
Yeah.
feel ostracized, you feel kind of removed from both. I wholeheartedly think that if you plan to adopt a child from a different culture, from a different background, that you are familiar with that background so that you can teach that child and be susceptible to societal differences that that child will face. Let's say that this child is a black child, for example, they have white parents. The white parents, they need to know and be able to understand that that black child is going to experience racism. They're going to have to
Yes.
know, and they're going to have to be able to appropriately
To support them.
Exactly. We often talk about, as an interracial couple, like when we have kids, how can we make sure that our kid doesn't feel even more confused? Because they'll already feel confusion because they will be both Chinese and African American. And so, what can we do to ensure that they don't feel completely ostracized by both communities? Because I don't think that she was an asshole. I don't think she was an asshole.
She isn't an
She's
asshole
not
at
an
all.
asshole for that.
Nice.
Okay, well, that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for coming through and checking it out. If you liked the video, hit that like button. If you dislike it, hit the dislike. Make sure you comment and subscribe as well so we can drive up those algorithm numbers, get more traffic coming this way. Shameless plug. Baby, did you have anything more that you want to add?
I just wanted to tell the sister-in-law to be more responsible for the kid.
Yes, be more responsible, okay? Like, don't be completely ignorant about other cultures and the importance of teaching your adopted children about their country of origin. This is Freddie the Great and the lovely,
Momo.
and we'll talk to you guys later. Peace.